Hi, I'm Haley Joel Osment. You can see me next in the Entourage movie coming out June 3rd in theaters nationwide. The movie that scared me most as a very young child, like 5 or 6, I remember Bambi's mother's death was pretty disturbing, but then older, like 10, 11, actually seeing horror movies, I remember Alien was pretty disturbing. The death scene for Veronica Cartwright and Yaphet Kotto was always particularly disturbing, because basically you just see the shadow coming in and getting them, so now that's one of my favorite movies. First celebrity crush. I know that like a lot of kids, I remember from the Roger Rabbit movie, like Jessica Rabbit, like flipped a switch when you're like a young kid and you don't know what those, what those feelings are yet, but maybe like Scarlett Johansson, Lost in Translation. I was like 14 then, you know, you're starting to develop those feelings. Big fan now of Flying Lotus and St. Vincent. That My Bloody Valentine record that came out 2 years ago is still in heavy rotation for me. And I just actually made a music video with John Wayne, who's one of these artists that came out of the low-end theory scene. And he just had a new EP come out called John Wayne is Retired, and we shot a music video for that. The first song I knew all the words to was probably What's the Frequency, Kenneth by REM, which is a weird one. It was just a CD that I think my parents had that, you know, I had in my CD player in my room, and I just used to play it a lot in the morning. There's some really like adult content on that record that you can't always hear. And a cool fun fact, sad fun fact, is that Peter Buck is playing Kurt Cobain's guitar on one of the tracks at the end, because Michael Stipe and Kurt Cobain were going to collaborate on this album, you know, that would be more in the vein of like acoustic Automatic for the People stuff, and so Courtney Love gave them their guitar to play, you know, as like a tribute on that album. I have been to Burning Man a few times. Went at the behest of some of my friends from high school who ended up studying the sciences, and we're very excited to try out their like solar stuff and the solar shower, and yeah, it's just we were talking about Mad Max earlier. That kind of outlandish aesthetic, really powerful up there. And it's just a cool place to just, you know, ride your bike around and see stuff blow up and see all this amazing art that people have made. And just going out there and seeing like this electric coral reef of giant, you know, there was a full-size pirate ship one year. Yeah, I saw Jabba the Hutt's skiff go by, like full scale it appeared, you know, shooting lasers in the sky. So that's what's so appealing to me year after year. My name's Travis in the movie. I'm this sort of spoiled rich kid who just wants to drive his yellow Lamborghini around in Hollywood and meet girls and do all this nonsense. Billy Bob Thornton plays my dad, a Texas oil billionaire who invests in this movie that Ari and Vince are involved in.
Well, I'm just being protective of my money. I'm like that.
Being the money men on the movie, it gives my character all this power, and Ari can't just tell him to get out of here. So I'm a huge problem for all these characters that you've known and loved for so many years.
I'm sorry, I know we met before, but what is your involvement in this again? I'm the producer of the movie.
It's really fun kind of playing a jerk like that. Sometimes playing the villain is the most fun you have.
What's the running time on this? 140 minutes. Jesus.
I was a fan of the show when it first came out when I was in high school. It was one of those shows that, you know, you get together with a group of friends on Sunday and watch. And it was really surreal getting to be on the set with all those guys. I would hope what my co-stars would say about me was that I have the best music in the makeup trailer or my trailer. I like having the little Bose mini speakers. And I know that Jeremy Piven on this movie, I think it's one of his things that he has. He's got good music in his headphones, you know, getting himself psyched up for the scene. So music is always really important for that stuff. And I actually heard from a friend of mine that on True Detective, sometimes they had live music played on set to get people into the zone, which I think is like the greatest possible luxury you could have on a set.
Could we possibly convince you to come up here and perform?
Hi, I'm Haley Joel Osment. You're watching Playboy.com.
You know what cuckold porn is? How do you work at Playboy and not know what cuckold porn is? Cuckold porn is when a couple, usually white,